we'll go into our 40-lap main event of the evening. Followed by Jeff Leitch, 1963, followed by Shane Klein, 19.839. Glenn Craig is fourth with a 1989.1. And rounding out the top 5 is Stephen Hunter with a 1992. Oh, excuse me, Stephen Hunter just came up the third position there with a 19.79. Times are getting faster, ladies and gentlemen. After all, the sun has gone down. Once the guys here in the Sprint Car Series gets a hold of this track, the times will pick up considerably from the daytime to the nighttime evening session. Right now, we got about 4.5 minutes left here and warm up, and then we'll go straight into our 40-lap main race of the night. And the 2 heat races that happened earlier tonight were the heat races that excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, the 2 earlier races there, the finishing order set the grid for tonight's main event race of the evening here. I definitely think tonight's main contender will definitely be Jeff By Jr. If he runs this race like he did the heat race there, I don't think anyone has anything for Jeff tonight, but we'll see. That's why we call it racing and not winning. Because if it was winning, no one else would show up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 1.5 minutes until we go into our race session. Looks like Brett Waldrop there just hit the wall coming out of turn 4 there. Doesn't look like there's any massive damage to his car. Still continuing along here in practice. So far, ladies and gentlemen, your top 5 still remains Alan Bender with a 1956, Jeff By Jr. with a 1963, Shane Klein with a 1974, Stephen Hunter with a 1979, and Kevin Van with a 1982. But if you look at 7th, 8th, and 9th, you know, those 4 cars right there are separated by less than 1/10 of a second. So definitely expect close, hard racing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have 30 seconds remaining in the session. And then we will go into our ITZR Sprint Car feature race. Or excuse me, our main event, which is a 40-lap race here on the 3/4 mile track here in Richmond, Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, the warm-up session has ended, and now we will go into our main event of the evening. Your starting grid. Starting on pole will be Jeff By Jr. On his outside, Stephen Hunter. Starting in the third position, Shane Klein. Fourth, Ron Quinsell. Starting in fifth, Mike Schrader. On his outside, Tan Quinsell. In the seventh position, Alan Bender. He was the fastest car in the warm-up session you just saw. On his outside is Wayne Mathern. Starting on the next row inside, Shannon Holbrook in the number 07 machine. On his outside will be Bob Dion. Starting behind Shannon Holbrook on the next row there will be Dylan Schreiner and Rusty Arthur. Starting in the 13th position, Bill Tomer. On his outside, Brett Waldrop. Starting 15th, Glenn Cray. And 16th, Randall Robinson. Starting 17th, Kevin Van in the 19 machine. On his outside, Charlie Needham. And rounding out the last row, the number 14 machine, David Hybert and Jack Brokert. It looks like here Rusty Arthur has been given an EOL penalty, so that means he will start at the very end of the longest line. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see in the flag stand, the flagman is waving with the one finger sign that we have one more lap of pacing until we go to green flag racing. Ladies and gentlemen, the field comes into turn 3 and 4. The pace car pulls off the track. Let's get it going. Green flag. Jeff Black Jr. starts with a massive lead on Stephen Hunter there. Coming out of turn 2, it looks like Jeff Black Jr. has about... Oh, there's a massive wreck on the back straight. There's a car upside down. That's Mark Schrader. Oh, he get hit by the 07. We'll have to go look in the replay there to see what happened there. But that was a massive incident on first lap on the back straight there. Looked like Mike Schrader actually just got a little bit sideways there on the straightaway and came up into Ted Quinsell. Which Ted Quinsell bounced off the wall, which caused Mike Schrader to start spinning there. Looks like Brett Waldrop there gets a little bit of damage, hit the wall on the inside there pretty hard, and also hit Mike Schrader as well. The 07 of Shannon Holbrook caught up in the incident. The 44 of Bill Tomer hit Shannon there. I think there's probably 6 or 7 of our racers tonight, including some really good contenders for possibly the win tonight, caught up in that accident. Looks like your top 10 is Jeff Byte Jr., Stephen Hunter, Ryan Quinsell, Shane Klein, Alan Bender, Wayne Mathern, Bob Dion, Brett Waldrop, David Hybert, and Jack Broker. Looks like our first retirement of the day will be Ted Quinsell. He was on part of the main incident there between himself and Mike Schrader there. It looks like besides Schrader, he got the worst of the damage there, hit the inside wall after Schrader bounced off of him. So it'll be a short night for those two. Looks like Shannon Holbrook's still down in pit road. They're getting repairs, as well as Mike Schrader. I can't imagine how much damage his car has, especially after tumbling down the back straight there. Looks like he just retired, ladies and gentlemen. The only car right now is on pit road receiving repairs is Shannon Holbrook. It looked like he got a little bit of right front damage there. It's hard to tell how bad it is. Right now he's 2 laps down in the number 19 position. Hopefully we can get a little bit more than 1 lap of green flag action. As the pace car pulls off, Jeff Byte Jr. pulls out a massive lead, probably about an 8 car length lead there on the start over Stephen Hunter. But it looks like Stephen Hunter closed up that gap big time going into turn 1 there. Oh, we got a car in the wall. Bob Dion is in the wall, the number 7th position car. Looks like he just hit the wall by himself coming off of turn 2 there. Possibly got out of the groove and just slid up into the wall. Looks like he's continuing still in the 15th position there, but his car looks to be a lot damaged on that right front suspension. It looks like he's coming down pit road right now as we speak. And back to our leader, Jeff Byte Jr. is still leading this race, a half second over Stephen Hunter. Oh, close action there for the 4th place. Number 15, Alan Bender, just took the 4th place away from Shane Klein. The 15 car was the fastest car in practice, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like he's fast in the race. Let's see if he has enough time there as we take lap 11 to catch, see if he can catch Jeff Byte Jr. He goes on the inside and takes 3rd place away from Ron Quinsell, as we're just talking about him. He turned, his last lap was actually 1979, which is one of the fastest laps of the race so far. Actually a tenth slower than Jeff Byte Jr. Jeff Byte Jr. opens his lead out to 0.8 of a second. Looks like Kevin Van there is making an unexpected pit stop there, coming off of pit road, possibly repairing more damage. Jeff Byte Jr. now has a 2nd lead and 2.5 second lead over Alan Bender. His Jetbike Jr.'s last lap was a 1965. Stephen Hunter's was a 1985. So Jetbike Jr. was over 2/10 quicker than Stephen Hunter that last lap as they take lap 14. But turning the fastest lap that we've seen tonight, Alan Bender, man, that car is on a rail. I definitely expect him to be a very fast contender by the end of the night. He just ran a 1956. Jetbike Jr. that past lap there ran a 1962 to Alan's 1953. Wow. It seems like the more laps that Alan puts on his car, that car just picks up speed. Definitely think he's going to definitely be a contender by the end of the night. Jetbike Jr. contending with a little bit of lap traffic there with the Kevin Van machine. Looks like everything's okay though. Jetbike Jr. had a 1.1 second lead over Stephen Hunter. Looks like there's going to be a challenge for second place here. Stephen Hunter is getting challenged by Alan Bender there for the second place. Let's see how long it takes Alan Bender to try and get past the 00 machine. It looks like he's setting him off of turn 2 here. Looking to his inside, but doesn't have the run. Can he get him out for it? Looks like he's on his inside. Can he get him going into one? Yes, he can. Man, that Alan Bender machine is definitely hooked up tonight. He just ran a 1961 to Jetbike Jr.'s 1966, but Jeff had a little bit of lap traffic there to contend with. Looks like we're under caution on lap 19. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll try and get to you as soon as possible once we find out why we're under caution. Actually, it looks like the number 51 machine of Dylan Schreiner having a tough night here, running in 7th place. Just got really loose off of turn 4. He almost saved it. And that last little bit there, it just got sideways on him on the front straight there. Single car incident. Doesn't look like it got in the wall, though. So no damage for the 51 machine. So far, your top 5 is Jetbike Jr., Alan Bender, Stephen Hunter, Ron Quinsell, and Shane Glein. Glenn Cray is actually going to be your Lucky Dog award winner of this caution. It looks like Wayne Mathern has officially retired from the race here, ladies and gentlemen. Tough night for the number 4 machine. Ladies and gentlemen, we should be going back to green flag racing here in the next 2 laps. We'll see if there's another caution. We'll try and see if we can get some driver interviews for you. We just hit the halfway mark there. We have 20 laps to go in this 40-lap feature here. So far, there's been great racing between the whole pack, minus a couple incidents that we've had. Good side-by-side close racing. Looks like on pit road right now is Kevin Van receiving additional repairs from his previous incidents that he's been in tonight. Also on pit road still is Bill Tomer. He's 18 laps down, but you gotta give it to him, you know, trying to get that car repaired to finish a race. And also Shannon Holbrook still on the pit road there. All of them trying to get repairs, but they're multiple laps down. Shannon is 19 laps down. Hopefully try and get that car repaired, get back out on the track. But definitely right now, I think your best bet on this track for battle for the lead will be between Jeff Byte Jr. and Alan Bender here on the restart. Alan's been almost 2 tenths quicker on some laps than Jeff Byte Jr., but Jeff Byte Jr. being in the lead, we don't know if he's actually pushing his car yet, you know, to its full capability. So I definitely think we'll see some great side-by-side action between him and Alan for the #1 position and the win. Looks like Shannon Holbrook is just coming off a pit road there after getting repairs on the #07 machine. Let's see how well that car runs for being 20 laps down. Hopefully they can pick up a few positions there, Bill Tomer and everyone else. Meanwhile, we got green flag action between Jeff Byte Jr. and Alan Bender. Looks like Jeff Byte Jr.'s got about a 5 car length lead there over Alan, but looks like Alan's car, once it gets some heat in those tires, will definitely possibly catch Jeff Byte Jr. there. So far, Jeff Byte Jr. has a 0.4 of a second lead over Alan there. So far, we got single file racing between the top 10 there. Looks like 32 car just got a little bit sideways there. It was on the apron of the track. Alan Bender picked up a 1/10 of a second on that lap there. He's got about 3 car lengths on Jeff Byte there. But if you pay attention to where they're racing, oh, Jeff Byte Jr. gets a little bit sideways coming off the corner. But they're running basically the same line. Let's see if Alan Bender can get Jeff Byte Jr. off that bottom line, or if he's going to try going around the outside. But 0.2 of a second separate Jeff Byte Jr. I think it's less than that now. It looks like maybe a 1/2 of a car length lead for Jeff Byte Jr. there. And the #21 machine over the #15 machine of Alan Bender there. Looks like Alan's looking on the inside of him going down in turn 1. Oh, it's close between the left. Oh, there's contact. Oh, what a great save by Alan Bender. It doesn't look like Jeff Byte Jr. saw or heard from his spotter that Alan was looking just a little bit low. Let's see if Bender can regroup and challenge Jeff Byte Jr. for the lead again. We're hitting lap 29, so that means there's 11 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we'll get some green flag action there, ladies and gentlemen. But so far, your top 5 is Jeff Byte Jr., Alan Bender, Stephen Hunter, Ron Coinsell, and Jack Broker. And ladies and gentlemen, we're under yellow flag conditions now. Looks like Shane Klein has spun around in the #32 machine. It looks like there was actually a contact between Brett Waldrip. Oh, wow. The 32 machine and the 48 machine. The 32 just looks like he came down, possibly got into gas and got a little bit sideways and came down into Brett there. And the two of them there back there, Brett, getting a little bit of minor right side damage there, but, oh, Rusty Arthur got a little bit of the action too. Oh, it looks like he hit the wall head on though. There's big time damage on the left side of Rusty there. Oh, and 11 of Glenn Cray also involved in that accident. A lot more cars than we just originally seen on the first couple angles there of the replay. So far, we're just taking lap 32. I definitely think we'll get back to green flag action. Let's see if we can get some driver interviews here. Jeff Byte Jr. This is Eric Myers. You have a copy?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Alan's car there, is wicked fast. Do you think you can hold them off here on the next green flag restart?
Man, I really don't know. Depends on how good a start I get, I guess.
Definitely. It looks like there was just a little bit of contact between you and Alan going into turn 3 there. Not turn 3, excuse me, but turn 1. Did you receive any damage or anything from that contact there?
I didn't notice anything. I didn't even know really how close he was. I haven't really been looking at my mirror, trying not to pay attention to where he's at. I just run my own race.
Alright, Jeff, we'll let you get back to your job there, and good luck for the rest of the race, sir.
Alright, thanks, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Jeff By Jr. and the number 21 machine. Let's see if he can hold off. Let's see if he can hold off Alan Bender there in the number 15 machine. I definitely think this race will come down between them two once we get this race restarted, if there isn't another caution that would end the race. Ladies and gentlemen, right now they're pacing on lap 34, which means there's 6 laps to go here. Hopefully we can get possibly about a 3 or 4 lap shootout to end the race here. Definitely expect some really hard racing, ladies and gentlemen. We'll try and keep you up with most of the action on the track when we can. And if there's any incidents, we'll be sure to get you to replays. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ITZR Sprint Car Series here at Richmond International Raceway. A 3/4 mile, well, it's not quite an oval, but it's a D-oval. One of the best short tracks that ITZR does race on. And come join us at InTheZoneRacing.com. It looks like the lights on the pace car is out, which means one thing. It's time for green flag racing. Jeff By Jr. gets a big jump on Alan Bender there. Let's see if Alan Bender can get, oh, Jeff By Jr.'s in the wall. Looks like he got on gas just a little bit too hard. Alan Bender shrinks up that lead just a little bit, but Jeff By Jr. pulls a bigger lead coming down the back straight there. Let's see if Alan can get back up to the back end of that Jeff By Jr. machine and possibly give him a nudge to move him out of the way for the win. Looks like single file racing though between the top 10 there. Jeff By Jr. just ran a 1993 to Alan Bender's 1973. That just shows you the speed right there of Alan Bender's number 15 machine. Alrighty, we just hit lap 38. There's 2 laps to go. Alan Bender is 0.19 seconds behind Jeff By Jr. Jeff By Jr. runs a little bit low on the back straight there, possibly doing a little bit of a block on Alan Bender. Oh, Alan Bender gets sideways. 2 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. I think that right there will give the win to Jeff By Jr. Wow, definitely. I think that's probably one of the biggest upsets of the night right there. Alan's car all night long was wicked fast. Final lap for Jeff By Jr. 1.29 second lead over Stephen Hunter. I think it's safe to say that he will win tonight's race. And Jeff By Jr. will be your winner at Richmond International Raceway. Ladies and gentlemen, that was one of the best races I have personally ever witnessed. Great close racing all night long between all the competitors, your top 10. Of course, your winner in the number 21 machine, Jeff By Jr. Followed by Stephen Hunter, Ron Quinsell in 3rd place, Dylan Schreiner. Right there, the 51 machine of Dylan Schreiner actually brought out a caution with the solo spin. It's definitely a hard charger award right there, possibly for Schreiner after bringing out the caution. and making his way back up to 4th. 5th is David Humber in the number 14 machine. 6th, Jack Broker. 7th is Charlie Needham. 8th, Randall Robinson. 9th, Brett Waldrop. And 10th, Alan Bender. That's definitely one of the biggest upsets of the night right there, ladies and gentlemen. His mistake coming off of turn 4 there costed him 8 positions, and he finishes 2 laps down. And Glenn Craig finishes 11th, 10 laps down. Shane Klein finishes 12th, 11 laps down. 13th will be Rusty Arthur, 11 laps down. 14th, Bob Dion, 21 laps down. 15th, Shannon Holbrook, 21 laps down. Kevin Van is 16th. 17th is Wayne Mathern. 18th, Bill Homer. 19th, Ted Quincell. And rounding out the top 20, Mike Schrader. Let's see if we can get a winner interview real quick with Jeff By Jr. Jeff By Jr., you held off Alan there, and but it looks like he almost got into the back of you there, and you just got loose off turn 2. What was your take of that incident there?
I just looked at it again. I'm not really sure what happened. I kind of ran a defensive line there. Looked like he might have been expecting to go to the bottom, and I didn't leave him enough room down there, so he, probably was cranking the wheel really hard to get down there and just went around. He was really, really fast. I couldn't believe how quick he caught me after that restart.
And definitely, he was, I don't know if you could tell, but some of his laps there on that last run were actually 2 or 3 tenths quicker than your laps. How was your car tonight set up? Was it for short runs? Was it for long runs? Or?
Well, I kind of put it together for the long run, and that didn't really work out because of the cautions. I ended up not really burning any fuel. I started with like 18 gallons, so probably could have started with like 16, maybe 15 gallons, made it all the way. So definitely was carrying some extra weight there at the end.
Definitely, Jeff. Congratulations on the big win tonight. Any sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah, thanks, man. I just want to thank In the Zone Racing and Glenn and Britt for putting this all together, and it's been a lot of fun.
Definitely, congratulations on the win, sir. Hopefully many more this season to come.
Thanks, man.
Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Jeff By Jr., winner tonight here at Richmond International Raceway in the ITZR In the Zone Racing Sprint Car Series.